Better rotation hero.
All the regen.
In the event. Regen. Super nice. He gets a little bit of bottle hit here. General, he wants to be able to punish Thompson for being so far out here. He's going to go for the Flame Break and the Firefly, but an instant TP went out. Meanwhile, First Blood does get claimed bottom by Seb. His life is traded away, and they actually get 2 kills after too much until maybe they hit the level 6 area. So even as No Tail is away, it's still kind of okay. General, oh, he's going to try and bump him away with the Flame Break, and that toss of the branch wasn't quite enough, but Thompson's pretty fast. He tries to go for the deny, but No Tail claims him with the miss. Mid one, he's going to take time out in the jungle here, but Thompson, he runs right past Always Want to Fly. He's going to go for V2, really wants to be able to get on top of him. V2, and he's put himself in a beautiful little corner here to pump out some damage. Nobody's side chest yet. Thompson picks up a tree and chucks it over at the support Always Want to Fly. He goes down, but they didn't get their original target. V2 and Sir Voss were pretty good. They actually made it into playoffs. I think they got 4th in their group. And I was like, okay, I could see this being like the CIS team that maybe takes over. Always Want to Fly, though. The sacrificial 5 position will just keep on dying. As Thompson, never one to let failure slow him down.
I like V-Tune's move top, saying, okay, I don't want to contest this Beastmaster directly. We're going to take this tier 1. Instead, he gets caught by Beastmaster anyways.
Nice
Just
catch.
On the opposite side. And
they do have the Torrent Folk, but that's certainly not going to be enough.
Yeah, that's a huge kill, right? He was on a dominating kill streak already, and that goes to the gold. 1 gold per day of the year, sir.
10-minute runes coming up. Thompson, okay. Yeah, he could have been lassoed at any point, so Thompson
he might just die
wisely does cancel his TP, but he's probably still going to be caught here. Firefly. As he picks up his face boots, and maybe that'll start getting him some distance. We have the TP coming in from the Abaddon. He's going to join in and save Thompson's life. Roger heads back to that bounty rune. He did steal the Aphotic Shield to toss over, but doesn't land in time. No Tail finds that his ultimate's going to be popped here automatically. They're going to try and go for General. More TPs are going to be coming in here. He's going to be able to get the combo. That finishes off General. Roger, with his Aphotic Shield, it does make himself rather tanky. He's going to re-steal it again. And Iceberg is finally going to be able to show up. If you get an X on somebody here, tries to go for the Blind Torrent, misses. Thompson turns around on him. And now this is some rotations for Flight of Moon that's going to go terribly as Iceberg immediately woken up. But here comes the saving grace. It's going to be their draw range. The stun comes out from the vent. They throw off the damage, and all of a sudden OG are melting. Thompson hopes for one last attempt at a kill. Some damage goes out. And, well, he does manage to at least kill Iceberg on his way out.
Ideal hero to be in this type of spot. He wants to be able to play lanes. I think that's the issue. Kunkka wants to walk up to creeps and Tidebringer him down, and he is not able to be independent on the map this game. He kind of stuck playing with his team all game, so he's going to be under level for a while.
Even better if he has the strength to just threaten people. The boat's going to come in here. It's going to land on a No Tail. He pops Borrow time to soak up that damage. They're trying to play around this tier 1 tower, but now Seb coming in from the side. Primal Roar goes out. Roger actually stealing the Borrow time there from No Tail. Tries to soak up as much damage as possible, and Thompson, he gets hit by the Torrent. Will slow down for the Frost Arrows. Beautifully played by Flight of Moon, really pulling OG back behind that tier 1 tower farther and farther. And now, I think they're hoping to be able to find another kill, but General, he should find it a little difficult to get a lasso on anybody with No Tail kind of sitting around. Couple of shots. Oh! One arrow straight to the booty. It brings down Big Daddy No Tail.
He's going to have trouble going to the bathroom tonight, man.
Let's hope he's one of those belly sleepers, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And here we go, the classic EU.
You got to be careful. Swap back into the Drow Ranger. General has his Firefly up. The X pulled him back in, but another swap from Always Want to Fly. He says, I'll give up my life if I can bring down Thompson. He may not even have to do that. The Aphotic Shield is keeping him alive for a little bit. Now the lasso's going to go down and catch his Saksa. So for support, but with the Thompson kill on top of that and Flight of Moon, turn this nicely timed Avalanche.
Can't believe nobody got a spell off there.
Don't walk into that high ground. Oh, it's always dangerous, but Roger, he's feeling good about it. He's like, I've got a Aphotic Shield. It's going to be fine, guys. It's going to be fine. No, it's not fine at all. I'm dead, and I might have just killed Iceberg, too. Always Want to Fly. He's going to be there to save him. Nice Gus push back, and the boat's going to come in as well. That actually may turn things around as Thompson getting quite low, but General doesn't feel like he can commit, nor should he with No Tail ready to go with that Aphotic Shield. Always removing those sticky napalm stacks, slowing down the damage, but Thompson, he's running the opposite direction of the rest of his team. They all wall went up and he ran down and to the right. Does separate them a little bit, but fortunately the rest of his team shows back up in time to bail him out. Gets a kill on the bench as well. Flame break, bump onto 3, but that's going to be the...
And that's when you know we've really lost our minds.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, if OG does go for that invasion. Seb's going to be found. He was focusing on controlling up his boards and such, but he is very tanky. But Iceberg is there to meet him on the other side, and this is Seb all alone here in the top lane.
Hey, man, I'll quote the dead lane triangle. Maybe going to get a ward up if possible. Does No Tail does plus a
this
sentry.
kind of rotation. It's going to surprise Fly to Moon surely as he's going to be able to hop on in, be able to catch Always Want to Fly and Iceberg in that beautiful initiation of theirs. Instantly, those two heroes are gone, and Fly to Moon's on the run.
Pyro, who's going to be solar crested and Abaddon shielding him. So Tiny, he's on his own. Like, he's doing his job independent of what his team's doing, so he's just going to capitalize on their movements, right?
They're just like, don't leave me! Don't leave me behind! Oh, God!
See?
Oh, no, General! It is an attempt. Oh, God, are they going to lose the gem too? No Tail picks it up. What a disaster. He tried to stick around. He tried to make sure Always Want to Fly. He held the door open for him. He was motioning, come on, buddy, you can make it. And then they both get whomped on by Thompson's Aghanims pick up. And now with a toss back of Iceberg, he's going to be in some trouble. Tossed right into the arms of mid. Unfortunately, Heaven's Halberd really slows down that damage.
And he's just going to Satanic right back to full.
Firing out at V2. Nice turnaround for Staff with the stolen body shield as well. So that's going to get the Primal Roar down. Problem is they're still fighting 3 versus 5. And now Iceberg has been tossed back into potentially his doom. The gust goes down, but it's not enough to save him
Torrent Storm, use it!
Use it! Where's the Torrent Storm? He never got it off. The swap back in does manage to kill Soxa here. Mid one going all the way into the fountain here. V-Tune, is he going to die underneath the fountain? Mid one's going for it. BKB, dive a little bit more, but he's been lasso pulled back. Thank God he didn't have the Divine Rapier. They're going to buy back on V-Tune as well, and surely they've got it done. They do. Telekinesis, that's going to stop No Tail. So, they lose No Barracks. They don't lose a tier 3 either, or a couple of heals from No Tail.
Or the Satanic Paladin Sword.
Yeah. Oh, Paladin Sword, man. Whew.
They nerfed it, but with Satanic, still a very good item.
Yeah, certainly. Can we get some sort of swap play in? Roshan, it's so low. They're going to have to... Oh, OG is actually going to take the fight to them here as they come out. They have the Hawk with the Vision. The 2 supports, they've been caught out of position. The swap back onto Roger. He gets off the Aphotic Shield. The Torrent Storm's going to go down. Actually landing nicely onto these 2 heroes, but V-Tune has been chased away so far. He's going to turn around and kill Soxa with the lasso combination, but that's just the support. It took him so long to kill him too, and now V-Tune's being chased by the Gyrocopter. He got hit by the Air Splitter. Fortunately, the rest of the team is there to bail him out, but Iceberg is still in some trouble, and it looks like Midwan didn't care that there was 4 heroes all sitting around the same area. He just BKB, manned up just like he did in the fountain. He's going to do it again, try and chase down V-Tune. V-Tune, another 4-step, a little bit closer to the fountain. He does get saved by the Link. It's now the turnaround. He getting the damage in. Gyrocopter in trouble. Mid one, if you go too far once again, he throws it away. No Tail, he dies as well. The Roshan.
It's at like 10%.
Roshan was super low. Is OG going to buy back? I think they have to. I think they have to TP in.
Strategy. I like people's way of playing the game to synergize with their items, right? And that it just isn't adding up for me right now. Holy crap! Is that an enchanted quiver?
That is definitely
an enchanted quiver. Plus the Venge, right? Plus the Venge aura, plus the Dragon Lance.
He's just kind of poking at him right now. Every single enchanted quiver hit, he gets one shot in.
One shot, one opportunity.
Yeah, but I don't swap back. That's going to be enough to save the Drone Ranger for now. Trapped inside, Thompson.
Freaking like 1200 range.
Here comes a Torrent Storm, and mid one, he's being chain stunned quite a bit. They're going to go for Seb now. Another Torrent just barely misses Seb. Left-hand side, No Tail trying to bail out Thompson. Thompson is able to get away, but No Tail does go down. That's a dieback for him.
Thompson had to cheese. I'm down, man. I'm actually down.
I mean, your back's against the wall. You need as much cheap damage as you can get.
Yeah, and you're also going for the Enchanted Quiver play where you want as much value out of one hit as possible. So it just makes sense.
The smoke's going to break, General. He knows they're somewhere here on the high ground. They drop a ward. They see Telekinesis to lead off on Thompson. The follow-up, there goes the lasso, but immediately gets interrupted there. And now the turnaround as General finds himself Primal Roared, and the rest of his team still on the low ground. As Seb, he's going to be able to help catch Roger as well. Always Want to Fly, goes for a TP out. And he'll be good there, but he may have a buyback on General, no buyback on Roger.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Do they still have the gem? Did they get it back? They did.
They did.
Okay.
Yeah, when No Tail died, I believe the gem dropped and Always Want to Fly discovered a little bit later, but the initiation from Zed, swap back from Always Want to Fly. He gives up his life to be able to bail out General here. Stolen ult there. The Gyrocopter ult call down drops on OG, slows them down and prevents them from it in the tier 4 fountain area. They could stay there for a very long time.
Yeah.
Zeb, he sees the initiation. General tried to blink as well, but he doesn't quite catch him in time.
The pre-casted roar, and then General just blinks right into it.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Blink for blink, and now OG.
Oh my god, the damage.
Yeah, he's putting it out.
He's like dead.
Mid1 almost lost his Aegis, but they did get the melee barracks. Now they can spend their time. Oh no, Thompson looks like he just chucked some trees over there and got a kill on the support. Always Want to Fly goes down. Now it's just the bottom lane of barracks left for Mega Creeps.
At what point do you put the plate mail over the treads for mid-1?
Yeah. I think you're actually right on the money there, but oh, the damage! Zoxa just blinks in, all of a sudden the Drow Ranger gets blown up and dead for 2 minutes. So, that's it. That's the game right there, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 does go to OG, as many probably would have predicted.
Yeah, you see the power of ET right there, right? It's just like, let's just buff up what we're already doing. We don't need a hero that offers us anything new. We just need all of that amplification. And I know Kyle come up with, and I think I was right? I said 3 mag, 4 Sven.
Yep.
Okay, you know, just once again, teaching Cap a thing or two as we work together here. We do see the Abaddon absolute last pick in response to the battle.
You also suggested offlane Riki.
With a meteor
and
hammer.
I said to you, absolutely not. I can't see Riki anywhere else but safe lane. Mid1's committing for it. Is he going to get this first blood? He needs the Aphotic Shield to pop, and he gets it.
Aphotic Shield does pop and do damage before the damage is registered, so...
No Tail almost I was literally just talking to some other analyst in a cast, I think it was yesterday, and I was like, you know, like, oh, we're seeing Quas Wex. I feel like we're seeing mostly Exort. And he's like, no, I feel like I'm seeing more Quas Wex. It just depends on who we're watching.
Is this like unranked
you know,
2K
he
games
shall not be named. I'm not trying to put people down here, Brian.
If it was he gave everyone double the turn rate against Batrider level 1. It's pretty noticeable.
And it's going to be pretty noticeable here, where Always Want to Fly is going to die.
Always want to die, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Pops in. Okay.
Wait, that disjoints?
I did not know that either.
Huh.
But apparently invisibility can disjoint. Oh, Thompson pops back out. Iceberg wants it. If he can get a range of the toss, maybe no, but the Fairy Fire goes off, so Thompson's going to be perfectly fine.
I would hope they kind of just use the Mag and Power to get him an earlier defusal, but then play him like a normal Riki.
Sure. Iceberg, another rotation by him. He's going to go for Seb. Just talking about how Seb was having a pretty good game here, and apparently Fly to Moon, they agree and say it's time to put a stop to that nonsense.
Is that Thompson on Tiny? Just, you know, level 5 running around the map killing people?
Seriously.
This is much more common in EU, and I love it. When people lose their lane, instead of like trying to go back to an unwinnable lane, like Thompson's already beating
Dude, he's got
level.
21 charges, Thompson. It looks like this time you've been debated, sir. Dude, Roger had a Fairy Fire and 21 charges. Specialty too, right? Kind of rotating, not feeding, kind of rotating.
Yeah, absolutely. I knew what you were going for there.
Two-man smoke up, and Zoxa runs right into the open arms of Iceberg. A little slow on the combo, though, aren't we, Iceberg? What was that? Actually not going to be able to get this kill. Two-man RP, but here comes Always Want to Fly. Maybe they'll actually get a more important kill here as Seb kind of put himself in danger. Fortunately, he's got No Tail around.
They have no damage here on OG.
Yeah, but then again, Fly to Moon are also a little bit lacking in damage around that Abaddon. And Always Want to Fly is going to get caught out by Thompson.
Yeah, I took that 4th hero, Riki. And that's your laning opponent. You're not really rotating all that much on clock, because if you rotate too much, you and Tiny are basically doing the same job at that point, and then nobody's farming. So as we see OG diving again, Thompson's back for some more. Iceberg's also here. This
Iceberg is going to go in against 4 by himself, basically. A little bit hit and run tactics. Not enough to kill anybody just yet. Thompson, the tree goes out, but an Aphotic Shield. That'll block some of the damage here. But a General goes for the hook shot, hits the Abaddon instead. That's not what he wanted. He does have his battery assault out. No Tails left on very low HP. Mid1's going to try and man fight it up. dodging a little bit more. Saksa pops the God Strength and finishes off General his first rotation, and it goes completely awry as now Iceberg may find himself killed next to his tier 2 tower. Roger, please save me, buddy. The avalanche slows down the damage. Bottle hits, but it's not good enough. They're going to dive into the tier 2, and there's no response from anybody else. I mean, they've got the Terrorblade. He just wants to keep farming. Roger's going to get dove underneath the tier 1, and I guess damage isn't the issue anymore. Roger tosses mid 1 back into the tier 1 tower, but the tower, it's busy focusing on creeps, so nobody from OG will die. V-Tune will get a tier 1, though.
Yeah, they made something happen on the other side of the map. Thompson does rotate, where usually you weren't comfortable enough to siege towers with meta, because people could chase you out and catch you on your retreat.
Anybody who shows up the bottom lane is just dead.
That is the dead lane, Cap.
Uh-huh.
And teach them a lesson, OG.
Okay, but Brian, there has been some adjustments that I would say. Ooh, Iceberg, seeing if anybody gets close. He's going to try the other angle here. Now, Saksa, I think he would certainly die to this combination, so you could just take that kill instead. I've noticed a lot more pro teams. They
had 5 heroes in the bottom lane for what, like 2 minutes in a row?
Yeah, always want to fly. He's being chased underneath that tier 1 tower.
Again.
But they do have 2-man smoke coming in from behind, plus now TP rotation. So this is going to get real interesting real quick. Iceberg gets a nice combination on a mid 1. Seb looking to protect his carry, throws out the RP, but there's so many heroes here. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get away from this one. Mid 1 pops out looking for a blink strike, but no opportunity in range. Fly to Moon. Nicely baited by Always Wanna Fly.
This is the pair. They collapsed every hero into that lane, and that's what that right lane represents. All or nothing. You don't go one at a time. You know, as long as you are prepared to respond to the aggression, it's perfectly fine to be there. As we see, OG trying to catch Clockwork out, no mana.
Yeah, only has 4 wand charges, and that's certainly not enough. He has Battle Fury and Empower, and just kind of hops in there against the Terrorblade. I'm not sure if that's going to be effective or not. Iceberg burned out of his mana. In trouble here. Didn't get a chance, really, to show off that fresh Blink Dagger.
The immediate solo kill threat from even the Sven stun, honestly. That's a really early ag scepter coming out from Thompson here. Making a move on that mid tower.
Fade Bolt, Flame Break, little things to poke at OG, see if they can force him back, but OG will not be deterred. They have that Siege Wagon up. They really want to take this tower. They're going to go for the dives to make sure it happens. Always Wanna Fly goes down first, but Iceberg, he blinks in, tries to make that initiation to Thompson. Doesn't really stick, nor does General's jump, as he didn't even throw out his hook shot there. He's going to wait to use it on Saksa, so at least they do find a trade-off there, 1-for-1. A buyback was actually used there from Always Wanna Fly.
It's only a support Sven this patch.
Yeah, I have to imagine, like, I could see a rushed Ags not be too bad. Nice toss back there from Iceberg underneath V2. Now it is just at a bad. Ooh, Always Wanna Fly. That's double damage. Mid 1, Riki. Gotta watch out if you're a support in this game.
94 plus 145. You have the Claymore, you have the Empower, and the DD.
RP, Skewer back into the rest of the team with the AoE stun of the Stormhammer. A beautiful combination that kills the 2 supports. And OG.
Hold on to those. They don't really have any sustain in their lineup, and they have a lot of just AoE crap on the side of OG that he'll take damage from, unavoidably so.
Poor man.
He was in Fizz, man.
He's just sitting on top of a sentry.
That's a Clockwork with just a 4-staff, man. That's an offlane.
So he's focusing on getting some more farm. Well, that didn't really translate a whole lot.
Yeah, there's the farm. 4-staff.
4-staff.
It's obviously nice against the Riki in the mag, but I don't know, man. That's a lot of that's your early item. It's not like a Veno where you do like a shit ton of damage with just your abilities. Tries the man to dodge that EMP. This is not Arteezy, nor is it Mikke that we saw earlier. But it's fine if you miss your spells. Just sunder your support.
Yeah, Always Wanna Fly says, no big deal. I got the Tranquil Boots. Going to toss back again. This time on Seb, he is able to get the skewer away. Looks like a little bit farther down. We had the hook shot on in onto Thompson. That's a way more important kill, as No Tail was too busy trying to save his other allies to get to Thompson. Now mid 1 sends some trouble. Blink Strike away.
You can just shield off the dust.
Oh no, he tossed back a creep. It got in the way. No Tail, he'll be hit by the low ground shots on the Terrorblade.
That's actually super annoying. They can't dust the Riki because you can abandon shield off the dust.
Yeah, Skewer back in. Seb catches V-Tune and his illusions, but I'm not sure if he wanted to do that. Iceberg takes that opportunity to pull Seb back into the fight that he started in the first place. And Force Staff, there goes General. He's going to be able to grab some people here. And buybacks are coming out from OG. They're going to try and turn around on General. A Photic Shield stolen by Roger is going to be able to wake General up from that stun. RP for a second there. Seb, that's not the real Terrorblade. He quickly realizes too. Can't stick around for the 20-minute bounty runes. Now RP skewered together.
That was sick.
That was nicely let up, but Iceberg's still alive until they get the Force Staff surrounding him. Make sure he can't get his hands on any of those bounty runes either. Oh,
immediate smoke.
And Meta's down.
This is a map sweep smoke. Even if they don't catch somebody, which it looks like they are going to catch them, the rest of Flight of Moon has to play so scared until they see this, as they clock already TB back to base. Terrorblade's only showing top because he's blowing up by hitting that 6-slotted timing super early. Scotty complete.
Yep, he has the Scotty, so he's very much ready to fight. They're going to get the toss back onto No Tail here. Not really the ideal target, but they're still going to be able to find some other heroes here. OG, they're being slowed down by this Scotty. They do have that Tiny very, very low, and it looks like Mid-1 might be able to pick up the kill, but no. Actually, Lasso pulled back. Mid-1's in some trouble. The RP goes out, but it doesn't stop the damage from V-Tune as he lays it out. They do have that big Sunstrike combo there, but it didn't really come to effect. Nobody really got caught by that. Just a bit of harmless damage on a General. Okay, a little bit of meatball action there on V-Tune, bringing him a little bit low, but he still has a Sunder, turns it on to Thompson. Thompson now down to half health, but they need some disables, they need some stuns. V-Tune, he needs to be able to pump out the damage on people. It looks like he's got some eyes finally out of Thompson, but he's getting skewered back into the tier 2, but he doesn't give a damn. He lays that damage out, finishes off the Invoker, and they're turning. Sox is trying to, but it's a 4-position Sven with the Force Staff. You don't do any damage, Soxa. Underneath the towers, V-Tune just doesn't care. He goes for the DP out, spotted.
Oh my God.
The Stormhammer comes in just in time, and V-Tune not having a Sunder anymore means he's just damn dead.
They really don't have any damage.
Yeah.
And he died right at the start of the fight. Surprised he's going for a Scotty as opposed to like a Manta. Just some ease of execution item where if they catch him with some dust, he can push it. And in this case, he's about to get blown up again by Tiny. He brought down to about 20%, but that's just not enough as Tiny blew his entire load right at the start there, and he's got nothing left in the canister. Minutes of this game.
100 gold at a time. 25-minute bounty runes, and OG going for the invasion inside the triangle. Hook shot going out, trying to defend his allies from that Mid-1 Riki. Didn't really get the lockdown he was looking for, and it looks like Roger will be feasted upon by the Riki Maru. Now they're going to look to the left-hand side where I always want to fly. The next support will die. Double kill from Mid-1. The core is still alive here of Flight of Moon, but this is
expensive diffusal.
Sure.
You know, you get them in the cloud, you blink on them, and they're slowed by 50%.
Hook shot blocked by a Forge Spirit. That was just beautiful by Thompson. Iceberg still managed to go in after the Aegis picked up, though. And so his life is now forfeit, as is maybe Generals if Seb.
That goes up in value a lot this game compared to most other games, as he does commit to the Butterfly buying the Eagle Song.
Chill, Mid-1, damn.
At least he's not in their fountain just yet.
Yeah, not yet. Give him time, though.
Oh, if Hogan goes down, that's a dieback.
That is a very big dieback as OG, they got to get out of here. But General, he shows up but does not have a hook shot.
They did use meta for that, so OG can wait and maybe still utilize that window. They might wait for Invoker. They'll have like 50 seconds where there's no meta and there is an Invoker.
Yeah, that's why Iceberg is looking for more kills, but Mid-1, he was sitting there on the high ground. And he makes mincemeat. Oh, an RP that completely whipped.
Stole it.
And V2 sees an opportunity. Was that an RP whipped by the Rubik as well? I think so.
Yes, wow.
Double whiffed RP. Don't see that every day, ladies and gentlemen. Soxa has the Force Staff to get himself down the cliff. No Tail, though he doesn't have his borrowed time. So that's going to be 2 extra kills, and all it cost them was Tiny. Just kind of running in. Iceberg just kind of accepting his fate as the fight starter, and we'll never see the end of a team fight, I'm afraid. He'll always be in the grave by that point.
Big map opener for Flight of Moon here, as they now can walk
the
freely.
Hook shot!
Oh, he has Aegis still, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be good or not. They could definitely take away this Aegis. What's going to happen on the second life, though? Soxa, he's going to show up. Seb, he's here as well. Nice 2-man stun. No longer having the meta means this Terrorblade may not be as effective anymore. The Cogs push back immediately on Mid-1. And with the buyback, actually, they are going to be able to get the last one. Can they actually finish him off? They try to help out Mid-1. He does get saved. Blink strike away. Up to the high ground he goes. And, well, Flight of Moon. They're just going to back away. No, they're not. Iceberg goes back in and quickly takes down Soxa. Does a decent amount of damage to Mid-1 as well. with the back away again. Iceberg with a quick assassination, and he gets out.
Forget when they rework these items.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the level 20 Blink Strike.
Yeah.
This is when supports don't have a game any longer.
Positioning no longer exists.
Yeah.
You cannot play around that. What I think it turns into 1100 Blink range, 1200.
Yeah, I think it's actually, yeah, something like that.
Just like the PA cast range buff.
Sunstrike! Okay, but oh no. They saw an opportunity. They're going to be able to get the RP Skewer back with a 425 extra range. They pull him all the way back into the tier 3 area. They don't immediately have the lasso to remove it, but it doesn't really matter. V-Tune's left alone. Deafening Blast slows down his damage. They're going to pop the Glyph now to try and do some more work onto OG, but they're all pretty tanky here. And Mid-One, he's not scared of the Terrorblade by himself. It's a 1v5 after all. V-Tune. He does have his Sunder, so they got to be a little bit careful of that. Sunstrike isn't going to do enough. It doesn't land anyway. V-Tune.
It's weird, because usually you think of it as a attack range item, but in this case, the cast range is quite impactful.
Yeah. Ben especially always has that problem, right? Hook shot immediately. That's an Aghanim Scepter. Double hook shot. That's going to be enough. Chain stun. Mid-One.
Mid-One is
fed
nuts.
away his godlike streak. He is on one tonight.
We've all been there, guys. Don't act like you haven't. Still feel free to say Mid-One kick W, though.
Hook shot one.
Caught.
Cox pushback. Zeb. And they have another hook shot here as he gets tossed up.
No
Second
buyback.
Hook shot not really needed. Zeb, that's a dieback for him. They are super split right now. And OG, they somehow know that. Maybe because of their wards, and they're going to be able to catch V-Tune here. It's got Manta and Meta. The smoke screen, though, it's going to be so problematic. Scotty slowing him down a lot. Does turn around to get off the Sunder, but here comes the Cataclysm. Two-man Sunstrike hits there. General's going to be able to help him out, though. Nice Cox holding back Stockstead. At the same time, Tops is just being obliterated by this damage. The only thing that's saving right now is the disarm that was on V-Tune's actual hero. His illusions almost did the trick, but Thompson slides away. Thief into the night with that Ghost Walk, and less General, he's going to find him. Re-ups it with the Aghanim Scepter and finds the hook shot.
Okay, well, we got a game on our hands. It's dead even. Down a lane of Rax is OG, but they also have the Aegis. It's all about the map control here. Who jumps who? And we see Thompson. He's almost dead full to 0.
That was an 1800 damage crit. Did I just see that? Oh, the Flame Break. It's not going to be enough. He regens way too much with the Quas build. Always able to fly. He dies for his attempt on the Invoker's life.
Once he gets to level 25, I believe his Cloak and Dagger has like a 4-second cooldown.
Yeah. Tier 3.
Or Tricks of the Trade, I mean.
Yeah, I always get those two confused. And they're going to force Flight of Moon back to defend their base.
Ricky, the base hitter, when he has him power and alacrity.
Yeah.
Hitting for 500 with those buffs. From the
Keeps
front.
on covering himself with the smoke screen just to make sure Iceberg can't blink and toss him backwards. But as the smoke screen fades, Iceberg sees his opportunity. Immediately goes into the Tricks of the Trade. The Skewer on back. Iceberg completely isolated from the rest of his team. He pops his Minotaur Horn, but it doesn't really do a whole lot for him. No buyback used just yet, but OG will respect Flight of Moon's base still. They back away, reset a little bit.
They haven't used anything really, though, so they're probably just going to go again.
Yeah. All they really used there was God's Strength. That's from a 4 positions fence, so you might as well go again and see if you could force that buyback.
They spoke behind him, actually.
Hookshot 1, Cox pushback. Now the buyback comes in for the Tiny, but General, E-position is Cox. He wasn't trying to engage. He was trying to push OG back. The Clockwork still almost dies to Mid-One here, and he's going to be lasted up. That's life number 1.
He has cheese.
Now, No Tail's going to get a little closer, plus they have the cheese, so Mid-One still has plenty of saves here. They managed to force the meta, so they can just kind of reset and wait for that meta to go away.
Please wait.
Are they going to wait, though? Mid-One, he sees the opportunity to be able to catch the Bat Rider, Force Staff, Magic Lamp, all the little things that help save Always Want to Fly, limp away. The illusions have been dealt with, though. The damage running low on Fly to Moon as they fail to be able to repel OG, that's going to be Elena Barracks.
But they didn't wait because the meta was already out. I didn't realize he popped it that early on in the fight.
Yeah. Now it just keeps on jumping in. Midwan sees an opportunity.
Oh.
Dude, that's like the smoke screen. Catches Ricebird right as he goes for the jump buddy, but pops the Minotaur Horn. Does manage to get the toss back. Bashed up though. Telekinesis doesn't last for long. Hookshot 1. Cogs push back a 4-step. And he managed to get off the cheese. I'm safe. And now the RP into the Cataclysm for the
so beautiful.
kill. Thompson, he'll finish it off in style. They have a couple of buybacks, but only 2 for Flight of Moon. And it's looking like OG with that kind of sick wombo combo may have just ended this series.
You couldn't even see the individual beams of the Cataclysm. They're all right on top of each other. It just looked like one ray of absolute death. As they do just call the GG.
They're not even going to try.
They showed signs of life.
Yeah, they certainly did.
I was happy to see them fight back. They even took that Rax, and I would say mid-1 as a carry player, the one thing that you have to learn moving from the other core roles is